Hey, St. Margaret's. I'm Traci Scott. This is my husband, Brian, and we're making our cookies today. We thought you might want to know a little bit more about this. You may have seen the sign up that we have out there right now for Kairos cookies. And some of you may not know what Kairos does. We have our Kairos expert here because Brian has been there, done that, and I wanted him to tell you a little bit more about what they do at the Kairos Prison Ministry weekends.
Yes.
Cookies are a big part of that. Unfortunately, they can't go into the prison right now because of COVID. They usually have 2 weekends a year, right?
We do. Yep. One in the spring and one in the fall.
Yeah. So we can't do the fall one, but
Nope.
You're hopefully going to be able to do the spring one. Instead of doing the fall weekend, the prison said that y'all could bring cookies.
Yes. So, and normally we do about 6,000 dozen cookies, which I think is my math is 72,000, I think, give or take. A lot of cookies. We do a lot of cookies. There's about 1,300 inmates at the prison. The one we go to is in Kershaw, South Carolina, about an hour from here. And really, you know, this ministry, it's funny because there were a couple of guys in the church, David Rourke and Paul Bruno, who really got me into this. And it took me, honestly, about 2 years of them talking to me about this before I actually pulled the trigger. And it was really, my heart was just very hard towards prisoners. And I think I really need to work, I had to work on my own forgiveness and, really examine my own heart. And when I did take that step to go, it was kind of life-changing for me. To really see how broken these guys are. And I just want to explain, what we do at Kairos, we bring the love of Jesus Christ into the prison. That's all we do. We are not advocates for the prisoners. We're not there to talk about prison reform or anything like that. The only thing that we are doing there is to bring the love of Jesus Christ to these men. And one thing that I found out, very quickly in talking to these guys is there's just a lot of broken people, a lot of broken people, and to really see how from the beginning of the weekend to the end of the weekend, what Jesus Christ in their lives can do for them, and to see just the change almost immediately come over their face was just, it was amazing. It was amazing, and I was hooked from there. But normally on the weekends that Traci talked about, we actually get to go we are in the prison for the weekend, but we're in kind of where they hold their church services. For the cookie delivery, we actually go into the dorms, they call them the different prison dorms, and are going cell by cell and handing out these bags of cookies. And that was quite an experience as well.
Yeah.
I've never done that before. Wasn't really like the movies, but and we were there just walking around with a corrections officer, one guy who is about as big as my pinky, and all he has is a little baton, and I'm looking at him going, okay, so what happens here?
Right?
But it was all good, and again, it was a really moving experience to go and actually hand a bag of cookies to guys and pray with them if they wanted to, right? I mean, some guys didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
So fine. But to sit there and pray with these guys as we're handing them the cookies, and to see just we don't really think of this as a big deal, but to see their reaction to getting something, that's meant for them is really a neat experience as well. So that's what we're doing. We're baking cookies.
So the goal is to at least take a dozen cookies to each of the men in the prison.
Yep.
So we really need y'all to bake. Sign up on the Sign Up Genius link that is going around. Please, the prison rules make us put them in quart-size bags. They have to be 1 dozen in a quart-size bag. So you can make as many dozen as you want, but we need just a dozen per bag, please. Otherwise, we have to either throw them away or rebag them into the right size. So we're trying to get to at least 150 dozen. I think we're about halfway there on the Sign Up Genius. all the information's there. All you have to do is drop off your cookies by October 1st at noon at the church. Somebody on the staff will let you in. There's just boxes right inside each door, and you can leave them there, and we'll get them to Kershaw for you. And we really appreciate all helping us out this time. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.